On this gorgeous spring day, my trusty mate and I set out for a destination just south of Key Largo in the Florida Bay to visit one of the Keys' most infamous waterways, the famous toilet seat cut. If you've spent much time in the Florida Keys, you know we have a lot of quirky attractions, each with an interesting story behind them, whether real or embellished. The tale of toilet seat cut falls into the category of, you can't make this stuff up. The story here originates from a local writer named Jill Zima, who has written for various newspapers and publications in the Florida Keys for many years. This information comes from one of her articles in the Keys Citizen. Toilet seat cut was created by Vernon D. Lamb, an Upper Keys resident who was a Miami-based architect, avid fisherman, and a member of the Miami Rod and Reel Club. He docked his boat at home in Plantation Key Colony at mile marker 90. He was tired of making an extra 15 to 20 minute trek around the shallows through cow pens and the Florida Bay to reach a popular outdoor waterside restaurant and bar, just 3 miles south by land at mile marker 87. So he took matters into his own hands. In his boat, called the Bucktail, powered by a 50 horsepower motor, he proceeded to dredge a 4 to 6 foot wide channel, something that would not be permitted today. He also installed posts to mark his newly created channel. Now on to the part about the toilet seats. The first toilet seat to be placed in the now famous cut was not deliberately put there by a person. It was a memento from an historic storm, Hurricane Donna, on September 9, 1960. The hurricane battered the Keys with wind speeds reaching up to 200 miles per hour and a storm surge of up to 13 feet. Then it continued up the East Coast, causing extensive damage. Once the storm had passed, Donna left behind lots of debris, including a toilet seat that got caught on one of the marker posts along Lamp's channel. As recounted by his daughter Cheryl, he washed it, disinfected it, painted it, and hung it back where it had landed after Donna. My father had a sense of humor. Vernon was a character, said Tom Wren, a family friend. He was a teaser. He placed that toilet seat with no hinges on one side of the cut and the lid on the other side, so he could find his way home after dark with a spotlight. Back then, there was no protection for seagrasses like there is today. In the 1960s, the cut was only wide enough for a single propeller. Every time I returned to the Keys after moving to New York in 1971, it kept getting wider and more elaborate. It's a tourist attraction now. Over the years, toilet seat cut has naturally widened and is now adorned with around 250 toilet seats of various kinds, with names, dates, special occasions, and more inscribed on them. The cut remains a popular route for boaters of all kinds. Just one example of how unique the Florida Keys and its people truly are.